me in the house. When he was cooking, whether I'm there or not, he always has stuff for me and all that. So it was just like easy for us that like he's well mannered.
If I tell you I am not pained, I am lying. If I tell you I am not pained. Like, it took me some time before I could even gather myself to do this video, because at a point I was asking myself, is it even worth it? Should I even waste people's time? Because really, I foresaw these signs yesterday. If you remember, I did a video on how Jason J snuck into, well, should I call it sneaking? Well, yes, snuck into Joanna's room. Only God knows what they did under the duvet, but from the movement and the angle, it appears that they were, smashing. Now, Joanna comes out to say something different, but that's in another video. Because another video is coming up. So many things have happened after the Sunday eviction. But I want to just talk about the eviction briefly and the discussions that happened right before the eviction. And if there's enough time, the implication of the direction of these discussions, because these discussions are very revealing. Now, quickly heading back to Joanna. When Jason J went into her room, the first thing that came to my mind was, this is a setup. This is a setup, and this babe fell for it. We all know Jason J and Joanna, there's been something like coded going on between them. Coded in the sense that Joanna obviously is stripping for, or was now because she's not in the house anymore, was stripping for Jason J at the time. And Faith was just looking like, let me just manage him. That's how I feel. And if you feel any other way about it, please let me know in the comments. The minute Jason went, because Jason obviously is with Sultana, sleeping with her, doing all manner of things with her, forming besties and relationship and everything. This guy crawls into your room in the night. Only God knows the kiss, the smooshing, the whatever it is you guys did, and then hops back to Sultana. Are you joking? This guy is always forming triangles. He tried it with Dede. It didn't work because that one, she has a mind of her own as far as I'm concerned. And she's very, very boundaries conscious. I don't know whether Joanna was trying to be nice, or I don't know, because everybody's playing a game, obviously. Now this game backfired against Joanna. Because remember that people that stay in the house or get kicked out of the house, that happens to them based on votes. And these votes come based on people's perception about you. And this is something I'm so particular about in personal branding. Each of these housemates represents a brand. And whatever they do either speaks negatively on their brand or positively. Anyway, after that move Jason J did, I feel that was what... Because the comments were just... People were mad at Joanna. People were angry with her. All of a sudden... Someone's Dede's bestie, who everyone was kind of liking to an extent, now got a serious backlash. You know, there's some things you just can't do. Anyways, Big Brother Naija has done it again. Sunday nights, what felt solid and everything all came crumbling down. Joanna and Kuture were evicted. For many, Joanna's eviction was a shock. I wasn't shocked. I would have been shocked if it happened 2 days ago, like the way it happened to Thelma and Bright. But after that stunt Jason pulled, I was no longer shocked. I knew it was going to happen because fans were mad at her. And there were too many expectations. Too many. I mean, she's never been my favorite, but I expected her association with Dede would have given her some sense, so to speak. You know? And as always in Biggie's house, the unthinkable always becomes possible. So let's unpack what went wrong, what looked good, and what the evictions tell us about the alliances, fan power, and who might win this season. Because there's a lot to say, but I'm not going to say everything in this video. I'm going to try to make it as brief as possible, right? Shortly before we go in, there's also something I want to point out. Polls are powerful. They are powerful, but not gospel. They show trends. But sometimes they don't match the actual votes. So one thing is that if any of these housemates want to stay in the house, it's just unpredictable. I mean, everyone thought that even if people were going to be kicked out, people were looking at someone like K Bobo, although that one has been ill for a while, I see him as very calm. He's a very sweet guy. There's no drama attached to him. So, you know, the expectation was that Joanna would be safe, but the voting didn't favor her. And if you ask me again, I'm so sorry, it may sound like I'm ranting. I still blame Jason J for that thing happening to her. Funny enough, Faith's reaction was very expressionless. I don't know how Faith does it. His face is always like stone. He hardly has expressions. But you see, people like that, they are geniuses, they are masterminds. Faith's brain must have just been working. Boom, boom, boom. No, that guy. Anyway, he's a very intelligent and brilliant person. So I give it to him for being able to always maintain a poker face at any point in time. And finding out in public that Jason J went to go and have something with Joanna, I'm sure that would have hit him. Because at the end of the day, bro, you can't be treating Faith like a mumu. Yes, he's your friend, but we're not even sure. Some people say Faith is okay with open relationship. All sorts of drama going on there, but he was just expressionless. He didn't show any emotion. He didn't hug Joanna. When normally when someone is called, people will run, hey, and hug. Faith didn't do all that. Then should we even talk about Kuture's face? He looked like somebody that oh my god, the way he opened his mouth, and that shock came when they called Joanna's name. But I think to an extent he wasn't surprised when they called him, because his look was like that of someone that is thinking, well, I had a good run, I've done the best I can do. And he didn't do too badly, apart from the fact that he's been labeled a loose mouth, a talkative, someone that talks too much and is always instigating, spreading rumor, carrying news from one point to the other. And he rightly just stated, like, he didn't care. He wasn't here for anyone's validation. I guess he had fun while it lasted, and to an extent he's gotten some visibility for his brand, and of course he's not going to leave empty-handed. So Jason, Joanna, Sultana relationship, rumors, closeness, friendships, all in the mix for viewers. These create some level of emotional investment and have helped viewers to decide who to vote for to stay in the house and who should be evicted. So coming to Zita as head of house, she was asked about Coin's vibes, and she tried to be neutral. But she said Coin's off vibe for her. So literally that means she and Coin really don't see eye to eye. Well, I mean, that's her opinion. I feel like you don't have to like everyone, and everyone doesn't have to like you. So that's her opinion. But I felt Ebuka was trying to look for trouble, but she was able to answer as best as she could. So with these 4 strong players gone, alliances automatically are set to shift, and housemates will be recalibrating. Some will lay low, others might try to use the shock to reposition themselves strategically, and fans might vote differently now, because the smart housemates will start trying to piece 2 plus 2 together to know who is safe, to predict in their minds who is safe and who is not. But the surviving housemates will feel the tension, because at this point, if Joanna could be kicked out or evicted, the question is, I could be next. And that can change how they will play their games, either being defensive or forge stronger alliances, because now Kola is trying to settle here, settle there, settle with all the people he's having issues with, or become more transparent and speak openly the way Faith has been doing. And we're coming to a video about Faith shortly. The question is, who gains? Sometimes those who are not flashy, who avoid the biggest drama, get rewarded. K-Bobo, for instance, no drama, no nothing, and he's still in the house. Meanwhile, people are thinking that he does not even have a big fan base. But here we are, K is still there. So that nice guy energy apparently works a lot for the fans. So to Bright, after Media has finished crying as if she just lost a loved one for someone that has a girlfriend outside the house, and I mean no offense here, but this guy has made some very funny statements that without being told, you know that he's being very strategic. So when he was asked right on the stage about his relationship with Mide and all that, and he was just saying, oh yes, I have to handle things because of the current reality. So that means if he leaves the house now, reality is going to change, or reality has changed already. Now with all this, obviously he's one leg in, one leg out. Mide is there saying she would like to have a relationship with him when she comes out of the house, and Bright is there saying reality, because me, I'm not understanding the English. So please, if you have a clear idea of what that means, I'd like you to drop in the comment section. And if you have not liked or subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? So back to Bright. So he's there talking about reality. So there's the rumor that it's the babe outside that sponsored him into BBNaija. So I really don't know what to think about, but man, I feel someone has been played. Then briefly back to our guy Jason J. Player. This guy, I shake bomb for you. Oh my God. See how he's even smiling. Like the mouse. Is it the cat that caught the mouse? Yes. Strategic triangular formula man. He's so good at forming triangles. Is it that he wants a triangle to be between him, Joanna, and Sultana, or him, Sultana, and Dede? He's always trying to form triangles, and I really don't understand what his issue with Faith is. But anyway, I don't want to even digress into that. Now he's been asked about, bro, what did you go and do in Joanna's room yesterday night, blah blah blah. Joanna is there saying she does not know what people are talking about. Nothing happened, but we clearly saw where he kissed her and went under duvet. What are you discussing under the duvet that you will not allow us to see? Anyway, that aside, so Jason J now says openly in front of Sultana, and I could see her rolling her eyes too, briefly, thanks to the cameraman, where he said Sultana can do what she likes, he can do what he likes. Imagine, after all the love and care. Anyway, that's what you get for dropping yourself on the floor like an easy peasy. And definitely it doesn't speak well for either of them's brand, because it makes Sultana look cheap and it makes Jason look like a two-timer, which is not just good. I mean, even if you are that, there's a way you do it with style. This wasn't style at all. So at the end of the day, quite a number of revelations were made with all these discussions. All these discussions actually were had before the eviction, and it was Joanna that was evicted first, then Kuture was evicted second. So a lot of secrets had been let loose before the eviction happened, and at the end of the day, after the eviction, I believe, because same with the way I felt after the eviction, everybody's going to be seeing each other differently, and strategy and games are going to change. Coming quickly to Kola and Dede, they were asked about, what's with all this small talk you guys do in the night, and Dede, you accused Kola of being two-faced, and Dede didn't want to make an issue out of that. But sadly, Kola was asked a question, and he goes saying, Dede is beautiful, you can't resist a woman like her. He's also living in the reality. He went to copy Bright. Who asked you? Who asked you about reality? Now he has gone to put himself inside trouble. And I know Dede will not forgive that kind of statement. Anyway, he too spoke about reality. So the point I'm trying to make here is that perception is everything. One slip, one misread moment, one unpopular vote can change everything. So I'd like to hear what you think. The video is already long enough as it is, because there are other things to talk about. Faith has called out several people already, so I want to quickly sort that video out. So tell me, what do you think? Was Joanna's eviction deserved? Did Kuture deserve to go? Was the surprise well handled? Let me know your take in the comments. And if you like this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for more, share to your friends to catch this too. The game is lightening up and things are about to get even more unpredictable. I'll see you in the next video.